Greetings internet world, today I'm in Minecraft. Most of my videos are art videos, but I decided that this time I would do a Minecraft video and sort of combine gaming and art, if you know what I mean. So basically today I am doing a speed build. A time lapse? I'm not very familiar with Minecraft YouTubing terms, but the point is, I made a build that I'm actually quite proud of and I want to show to you guys. So without further ado, we'll stop listening to me blabbing and go into the speed build? Whatever it is, let's go. So to start off, I wanted to find a flat location, which I did, and then I pulled up some materials that looked like they would do well for the build based off of the concept art that I created, which should be showing on the screen right now. And then I just started building. I wanted to start from like the roots of the tree, kind of have them spread out, and then like it's a den, so it goes underground as well. So I started out with the roots. I didn't really have any specific placement for them, and I just I made them spread out. So I tried making it look as though they were bigger at the top and then smaller at the ends, and just kind of like random, but in the way roots are. You know what I mean? Like almost bendy triangles. Yeah, I played around with that for a while. And then I didn't want the tree to be too tall because, again, most of the house is going to be underground. And, yeah. So I started working on the leaves, and like the concept art, I wanted them to kind of be droopy. So I just randomly placed them around, just trying to make it feel flowy and natural and organic. That's the word I'm looking for. So I just started placing them around. I was mostly going for like an oval shape to start out with, that kind of organic-y oval shape. And then I played around with it some more, added some branches, and then I just looked at it and then tried adding some more leaves. And to finish it off, I noticed at one point that it was too small, so I started adding and then subtracting and then just trying to make it look as natural as I could, because this is like one of those builds that I wanted to seem organic and not like artificial, So here I'm just placing some lanterns to try and mimic the jars of fireflies in the concept art. You can't actually tell that they have fireflies in them in the concept art. They're sort of just like blurry little blobs, but I did want to have them like hanging down in this like mystical way. So I found some nice random spots where I could like use some chains to give that effect, and just put them in random spots that would really light it up. Then I did a little path and I added some little dirt around it to show how like the roots have grown, and they're sort of like growing from the dirt, how roots do, and just give it like this more natural feel, because I wanted it to feel like he had just dug his den into this tree that was already here. So then I started adding the tunnel to the actual house part of the den, and this was a little bit challenging because I wanted it to feel like there was a tree there and there was tree all around, but I wanted it to like blend into the underground part, which was the main part, and not necessarily be like an entire tree trunk of the tree going down into the ground, because, well, there's the roots under the ground, but there's gonna be dirt. So I added some of those hanging roots that we have from the new update, and then I just started like digging out a den. I realized that it wasn't very deep, so it would be like a low ceiling, but that was fine. I tried to make it as dome shaped as possible, just like digging out random spaces. And I replaced the floor with podzol. because I didn't want it to like blend into just this dome of dirt. I wanted the floor to be a little more distinct, more like trodden on, I guess you would say. And the console just looked really nice. So after I'd cleared out some area, I wanted to make sure that we had Firefly's shelves because he is a mage and he likes working with all sorts of trinkets, and he has like plants and stuff. So I gave him some shelves to put little bits and bobs on, and I added some doors for his and Dusk's rooms. And then I tried to find some objects that I could put on the shelves that would look like really natural there. So like the amethyst crystals worked really well because those looked magical and small. And then I just added some more random objects on them because that's what I wanted the shelves to look like in the concept art. And of course I also added the spore blossom to the ceiling to have those particles in there and just add to like the magical quality along with the hanging roots. And then I added this moss carpet because it just, like a moss carpet, it's so fuzzy, it's so natural, it's perfect. And the new moss, I actually was inspired by Minecraft's moss when I came up with the concept art. So yeah, moss carpet. So after that, I just added some more hanging roots and bits and bobs. And here is the final result. I also added some mushrooms to the outside to add to that like magical vibe that I really wanted to go for with it. And I'm actually super proud of this build. I really like how it turned out. So this is the inside, you know, you have the trunk, and then we have that lantern in a little area carved in, and then you go down and you see like the roots hanging down, so that added a nice transition. And this is the living room. I didn't add anything into the doors. It was mostly just the living room that I wanted to work on, and I'm super happy with it came out. We have the bits and bobs, and then we have the particle effects from the spore blossom and the couch and the carpet, and it just all came together really well, in my opinion anyways. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked my build. It really helped me to have a more 3D sense of the den that I wanted to create for the comic. And it was a really fun challenge for me. So yeah, if you have any like feedback or suggestions for me, let me know in the comments, and that would be really appreciated. So now you've reached the end of the video, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to let you guys know that I've recently opened up a Redbubble. So I'm Winged Kitten 345. I've got some Liften stuff, some Kitteh stuff. I'm going to be adding some more stuff. It's going to be cool. So yeah, check that out if you have the time, you know, shameless self-promotion. But anyways, thanks so much for supporting my channel. You guys are really awesome, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say in this outro. That was really long, but until next time, fly you high.